Good morning. Lovely boy. Come here. Come here. Oh, put your butt in my face. Oh, for precious. Oh. Love my boy. Love my boy. Shove your face into my hand. Mwah. Or are they over there? Oh. My lover boy. Love my boy. Love my boy. I can't make up my mind if I want to go back to bed. I need to do laundry. My Prince Charming. Dang, George. Silly bot. Come here. Your butt. Oh. What a silly butt. I can't breathe. I had some sort of dream where I'm using the Uber app, and actually, I believe it was the Lyft app. Apparently, I should be doing both, is what someone told me. George is being naughty. You see him up there? George! What are you doing? Dang, George. Now, in the dream, someone wanted me to drive them all the way to Fort Lauderdale. And in the dream on the app, the pay was $69. Now, that has to be lowball. And imagine. I think it's 60 through Uber just to go to Jacksonville, which is an hour away, and Fort Lauderdale is about 4 hours away. However, I think I manifested that into my dreams because I keep daydreaming about taking a trip. And then since I started Uber, I visioned that, well, on the app there's an option for you to set a destination. And then I suppose there's other people that are going that direction, and you can scoop up those people along the way. And I've also been manifesting, if you will, to do a long trip. I would love, through Uber, to pick someone up and drive them somewhere super duper far, even if they wanted to go to another state. I would be so about it. I would love that. I remember in my dream also, like, stressing about my vehicle, like, can I drive that far in my car? George sort of lets me know every morning. He does this thing where he sticks his paw under my door, and he'll, like, shake the door until I open it and let him in. My buddy. My butters. So, my schedule looks like I'm booked at the cafe today, 1 to 8. I forgot my hours for Sunday and Monday. I want to say 10 to 4 for both. Yeah, I'm going to have to triple check that. I know Monday is 10 to 4:30. However, after that, I'm supposed to do the aquarium deal. I keep getting so many different emotions about the circumstances. Part of me just doesn't want to let it go because I have enjoyed swimming inside the tank, even most of all without the tail. I enjoyed practicing. I enjoyed every moment I was in that aquarium. However, it's been sitting at Morgan's house for 7 months now. I used it the week I moved out the museum, and it's really just been sitting there, and to be honest, I have lost a huge passion for that. It's become such a job to hire 3 men, sometimes 2. I have 1 man, Confucius, I can rely on, who can lift the whole thing all by himself. However, he has his own job, so I can't always rely on him. Not only that, when we have bookings with the aquarium, sometimes it requires us to travel 5 hours away from home. And it could be a day deal, it could be a weekend deal, it could be a every weekend deal for a month. It really just depends. And then there's so many other things that go inside maintaining the aquarium that I just really didn't even think about. I originally had a vision of running my own business, doing this mermaid thing, and I'm aware of my underwater skills. And I wanted a way to show off those skills to those who are too afraid to go beneath the water, or, things along that measure, essentially. And I started visioning performing for kids at hospitals and being able to do so many things with the aquarium. However, on my journey, I had witnessed, I'll be straight up, I saw Merbellas at the Boynton Convention, and once I saw that in comparison to the showmanship that I was presenting, I realized I need to get my tank off the ground. And I had to basically invest in my business. And then there's a saying that someone was saying to me, DTS, about throwing good money after bad. Now, I was at a point where I could drop about $4,000 into my business to really get it all on my own. That means I would put it on a trailer, it would never come down. I fill up on the trailer, I attach it to my vehicle, and I get the filtration system that runs on solar power, all kinds of things like that. I have a list: water heaters, solar power water heaters. There's like a long list that I went over with someone rather professional to help me sort out my business. Now, it was just a matter of if I really want to do that. How about the pH levels? I mean, there's so many things like nobody could have told me to prepare myself for this type of business, really. I mean, I suppose in some essence it's common sense. Yet, when I started in 2012, you could say my mentality was very childlike and impulsive, and all I could vision was being underwater. I wasn't thinking about water temperature. I wasn't thinking about water clarity. I wasn't thinking about damages to my eyes for being underwater. I just had a vision and I made it happen. And at the museum, I had an aquarium stand, and honestly, I don't feel in my heart I performed enough there. And it wasn't really the place for me as far as to do the whole mermaid thing. Perhaps there was another approach we could have gone with the whole circumstance. However, what I was really meant to do is all the development I did within the museum itself and the reputation that I had built for myself in this city by being at that establishment. Now, it's a shame how it all ended. However, I have many very fond memories of being there, and we are on speaking terms. So, there's that. And there's people that think that I shouldn't have made amends with them due to the circumstances of how they treated me. However, I'm not a human being to hold grudges and hatred in my heart. It's just not quite in my nature. Now, this is getting long. I have to go, and I shall figure out my next circumstances and keep you updated. Goodbye.